All right, so I want to get to this a little bit. Obviously, a lot of people know your story, but word is that as you were transferred out of OU, you had some legit interest in the Bruins. How close were you to picking UCLA, and what was tempting about that program and playing there?
Uh, Obviously, Chip Kelly and how much success he's had all throughout college. And then, he's been a pro coach. So that was one of another reason. And then also kind of funny reason. At the time, I was thinking about just playing against. This is the complete honest truth. Just think about playing against Coach Riley. It's kind of a thing. And then I've been talking to Coach Riley and things like that. Obviously, things didn't work out that way, and Coach Riley kind of put it off again. And obviously, I'm here at USC.
So you're a Trojan now. You and Lincoln, you basically followed him from OU. You committed to him there. How would you say he is maybe a little different in LA or with coaching the Trojans than maybe he was at OU?
He's not much different. He did a very good job at OU, and obviously he's done a pretty good job so far here. And so he's not much different. He's grown as a coach in certain things. Sometimes it's something small, sometimes it's something large. That you could just kind of tell the difference. And that's what you want to do every year, if you can, is grow as a player, if you're a player, grow as a coach, to try and help your program the best that you can. So he hasn't changed much. He might wear some flip-flops a little more often, but other than that, he hasn't really changed much.
I had talked to Travis Dye, your teammate, a few weeks back, and one of the things that I think he said he was really excited about was during the week, Lincoln would kind of text him with some wrinkles that he maybe came up specifically for him. Very creative, as you know, with Lincoln. How much stuff does he kind of bounce off you? Say, hey, we're going to try this, or this is something we can take advantage of. And what is let's say the collaboration, but what is the process like when you guys kind of you figure out, okay, this is how we're going to attack these guys this week, and this is something new?
It's awesome every week. Sometimes we're in the meeting room and it's a blast to be in the meeting room and going over plays, watching film, kind of just brainstorming a lot of things. And then, sometimes we're on the film and we're like, and then I will talk like, maybe, run this at this step instead of that, or we run this route instead of that route. And, he's very open to it. Obviously, he wants me to be comfortable out there because he's not the one, playing. He is coaching, but he's not the one out there that actually has to go through it. So both of us kind of, agreeing on certain things throughout the week, and just kind of getting on the same page. And our path has for sure helped us. But it's a process every week, and it's honestly a blast. Every single week we get into the film room and get out to the practice field.
In your eyes, as someone who's experiencing all this now, you go from being a 5-star recruit at OU, you moved to LA right in the era of NIL. How would you say NIL has affected the life of a student from your perspective?
One of the main things that when Coach got here is that things that he said is that we're not going to allow NIL to affect us as a team. And he said either it can help us or it can hurt us. And we have the choices as brothers. We have the choices to decide whether it's going to help us or hurt us. And so far we took the help route. And I think that's been one of my main things that I've tried to do is make sure that I'm helping any way possible. For instance, been able to not make everything about me and give back to my teammates. They just put in the same amount of work as me. Blood, sweat, and tears. We're all out there together, really working hard to try and achieve something special. So being able to do certain things like that, give back, hold events, or anything like that. Hanging out, just being one of the guys. I think that's been one of the main things that I've tried to do as being a player here and kind of listen to what Coach said. when we first got here, and trying to help out instead of hinder us and or anything like that. Because the main goal is the main goal, and that's to just go out and be 1-0 every week.
Aside from obviously the weather, what would you say is the biggest differences between playing at OU and playing at USC?
Having famous people on your side is like every game is pretty new to me. We had a couple guys every once in a while, either former players or a couple musicians like Toby Keith or something popping up in the locker room on the sideline. But here you can have from ranges from anywhere from Drake to Beyonce or anything like that popping up on the sideline. So I'd say that's one of the main biggest things that I could think of off the top of my head.
Mm. What would you want your legacy to be there?
I was a great teammate. I cared about all my teammates, and I was a winner. How big of a deal for you? You're definitely a Heisman candidate right now. How big of a deal would it be for you to win the Heisman as a sophomore? Cool. Can't sit here and lie and say anybody wouldn't want a Heisman. It's the bold-faced lie. I had to say that, if I could say that. I for sure, if I play up to that level and they give me the award and anything like that, I'd be 100% grateful. I think that I'm the best player in the nation, so it's not like it's not expected of myself. But it'd be great to work to have kind of sitting in my house, my mom's house, anything like that. It's not the biggest thing to me. I have it on my goals just because it's the highest award that you can have. I would say as one individual. There's self goals and team goals, and something that we do is that if you reach all the team goals, you have the best opportunity to reach any of those self goals, whether it's being drafted, if you're draft eligible, or winning the call for the Joe Moore, or anything like that. So,
coaches have raved a lot about your physical talent. What do you think your best physical skill is as a quarterback?
Physical skill. I think I do pretty well off platform. Whether that's my feet not being fully set in the pocket and still be able to throw and deliver accuracy and with the right power behind it, or whether that's getting out of the pocket and delivering to my teammate wherever it is on the field, whether that's cross body, straight in front of me, deep, or wherever it is. And then also, I don't know, I'd say, I think I'm elusive, I'd say. Those two be for sure.
I know you weren't in the game last year when UCLA wins 62-33. Do you feel a sense of, hey, we got to pay these guys back, or this is a new year and we're going to worry about taking care of what happens Saturday at the Rose Bowl? Nothing about last year or anything in the past.
Yeah. No, we're not focused on anything in the past. We're not focused on anything that's being said or being spoken about, whether that's public or in private. We're focused on our goals throughout this week. It's communication. Everybody, doing their job, doing their 111. Setting up the plays and anything like that. It helps you go win games. And it's something that we didn't do last week, and we were fortunate enough to go out there and get the win. But this week it's been really good so far, and we're gonna keep working towards our goal for this week, which is being 1-0. Yeah.
You've been around a lot of big time coaches at different stages of your career. What's the best advice anyone's ever given you?
Best advice, and it's actually came from Coach Riley last year, and there's a time where I kind of hated these two words. And there's a time where I just didn't really get it or understand, and then now I use it for myself kind of often, and it's keep going. And actually, he told me that when I was not starting, he told me to keep going. And it was tough and a really rough experience to not really have specific details about what I got to do better or anything like that, or what I'm not doing well. Focus of our talk was let's keep going. And like I said, I hated those two words for so long, and then I kind of look back and I use the words keep going a lot more now.
Just the last thing, what does being a USC Trojan mean to you now?
It means the world. I actually came here, I'd say 11 years ago now, because I'm about to be 21 here soon before the game. So 11 years ago now, and I went home and I talked to my dad, and I put this on my dream school list. So it was around 11 years ago, and I never thought I'd actually be here because USC has so many up and downs, and that's funny how it all works out. So it means the world, and I wanna help USC and kind of get back to what everybody remembers USC as, and kind of exploring that energy around this campus and out there on Saturdays.
Yeah, well, Caleb, we appreciate you taking the time. You definitely helped USC bring a lot of energy back to USC. It hadn't been this way for a while, and it's been fun to be in Los Angeles with the Trojans, back in the talk of college football, not just around LA. Thanks for joining us, Caleb. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Bye now.